好，大家好，我们现在上复习课。So we will start our review section. First of all, the format of the test. This is very similar with the test you had last semester. So you can go over this part on your own. Now, I'm going to focus on how you should prepare for your listening and how you should prepare for your grammar part. Now, first of all, your listening. Please review vocabulary in both Dialogue 1 and also Dialogue 2. So I'm going to give you an example, which is very similar with some listening exercises we did in one of our classes. Okay, so I'm going to read 4 sentences. For each sentence, you need to choose one correct answer from these 3 alternative answers based on what you hear. Okay, ready? Number 1, 第一个，王鹏今天上午考试。Number 2, 明天下午李友有一节课。Number 3, 我明天晚上没有空，但是今天晚上有时间。Number 4, 要是你方便，我下个星期四下午4点去你的办公室。Okay, so this is the correct answer. You can pause or you can get back to the earlier part if you didn't get all the answers here. And you can listen to my reading of the sentences for several times and just to get comfortable with it. Okay, so now let's move to the grammar part. First of all, let's quickly review the 3 verbs we learned last semester. 想, 喜欢, 觉得. Okay, now, for these 3 sentences, if you have to put 想, 喜欢, 觉得, how would you do it? Okay, you can pause my video and ask yourself before you look at the correct answer. Okay, welcome back. So for number 1, should be 想. Number 2, should be 觉得. Number 3 should be 喜欢. 好, now the first one 想. 今天晚上王鹏想去跳舞. 想 could mean think, could also mean someone is planning to do something, someone will do something. So in this lesson, lesson 6, we introduced a new one, 要. 要 means you are going to do something, you will do something. So can I use 要in number 1? Yes, you can. Then what is the difference between using 要 versus using 想? Both mean something will happen, but when you use 要, it seems the likelihood is higher. And also someone, if this is talking about someone will do something, it seems someone is more determined to do something if we use 要. Okay, so 要 indicates stronger desire to do something. Okay? 好, by the way, just a quick review. When you use 觉得, usually you express your opinion. That is why in the sentence you will find an adjective. You use the adjective to express your opinion. In my opinion, this movie is quite interesting. Or you could say, in my opinion, this movie is not interesting. 我觉得这个电影没有意思. Okay, 喜欢 simply means you like something. So, 我喜欢吃中国菜. I like eating Chinese food. 好. Now, we learned 2 negative forms. One is 不, one is 没. So before you look at the next page, pause this video, ask yourself, can I put the correct negative form in each of these 4 sentences? Okay, pause the video. Okay, did you get it all correctly? So, the difference between 不 and 没, I mentioned several times in the past 3 weeks in our class as well. 没, you use it usually with 有. So number 3, 这个电影没有意思. Okay? So when you have the verb 有, you definitely use 没. Also, you could use in the sentence which you are saying something didn't happen in the past. Like this one. 我昨天没喝咖啡. So yesterday I didn't drink coffee. Okay. So actually, number 1, instead of 没, I could also use 没有. I could say 我昨天没有喝咖啡. So 没 used in the past in a sentence indicated something didn't happen in the past is actually a shorter form from 没有. So it's consistent, which means every time you have the verb 有, you should use 没. For the rest of the situations, you always use 不. So 不喜欢, 不是, 不好. Okay? 好. We also learned 别 and 得. When do we use 别? 别客气. When someone said, yes, right, 谢谢, means you're welcome. Or 别打电话. Don't call, don't make a call. So 别, it's used in a command or a request. You tell someone don't do something. Well, on the other hand, 得, 我得去学校. 你得练习中文. This is, on the contrary, someone must do something. I have to go to school. You must practice Chinese. 好, we learned 可是 last semester. What about the 但是? These two actually have very similar meanings. Oftentimes, they could be used interchangeably. Well, 可是 is slightly less informal than 但是, but basically they can be used interchangeably. 好, read these 2 sentences. Before I tell you, ask yourself, what do they say? 好，第一个，我帮你练习中文，但是你得请我喝咖啡. So this is from our book. Leo told Wang Peng told Leo, I can help you with your Chinese, practicing your Chinese. However, you must treat me a cup of coffee. 好，第二个，我是学生，但是我不喜欢学习. I'm a student. However, I don't enjoy studying. 好, in both situations, you could replace 但是 with 可是. 好, now, measure words. We learned measure words last semester, so this is a quick review. There are a lot of measure words used in Chinese. They're also known as classifiers. So as the name suggests, you use measure words or classifiers to classify nouns. Basically, you put them into different categories. We have this general measure word, 个, 一个女孩子. Basically, you can use 个 for any nouns. So, 一个学生, a student, 一个老师, a professor, 一个苹果, an apple, 一个小猫, a cat. So you can use this 个 for anything. Could be people, could be pets, and could be food. Okay, so here we have some measure words that we introduced in the past, plus a new one we introduced in this lesson. So before you look at the next page, can you pause this video and ask yourself, which one should I put in which sentence? Okay, so let me quickly go over these measure words. 个 is the general measure word. And 口 is a measure word you use to introduce your family members. Now, 杯 is a container, cup. 瓶 is also a container, bottle. So you could actually swap this to 5瓶水，一杯可乐, that's totally fine. 好，一点儿 means a little. Okay. 节, this is the new measure word we introduced in lesson 6. Remember the pictures of bamboo and also water ink paintings I used in class to explain this measure word. That means section, bamboo section. So 节 means a period of class. Okay. 好. Now, by the way, we also learned a measure word that could be used after a verb. 一下, like 介绍一下. Let me briefly introduce. 吃一下, quickly eat. 看一下, take a quick look at. 好, now, we also introduced this structure, person A 跟 person B, verb, object. So we already went over this in class, so I will not repeat here. This one also, we went over in one of our classes. So you can just take time and review this part on your own. That's all for our review. Good luck for your test. You will do fine, trust me.